Okay. All right, everybody. It is Wednesday again, and it's Coffee with Coach Brandy, and it's a client spotlight. We have Sherina with us. Good morning, Sherina.
Good morning.
Sherina and I actually already saw each other this morning. She took my 6 a.m. class. What did we do today in class? Talk about class a little bit.
Oh, yes. Actually, we did a lot of strength training and my body was there for it. And it was a little bit of a struggle, but that's what it's all about. So
Well, one thing about Sherina, one of my favorite memories is I teach the Wednesday 6 a.m. class, and this had to be like maybe last fall or spring. You literally text messaged me you were an hour or two ahead of us, but you were like, I want to take that 6 a.m. class, but I'm just finishing a trail run. Can I jump on? And I was
yes.
like, sure. And lo and behold, there you were with nature in the background. You're at this beautiful park somewhere, and you did a trail run, and then you jumped onto our virtual workout. You're quite the hustler with workouts.
It was amazing. Like I love to get outside, get my body moving, and then if I can continue with some people that are supportive and loving, then that's awesome. And then I get, additional activity and sports. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you're very physically active, indoor, outdoor, but like a friend actually referred you to Feed Your Soul. But what made you want to join and stay knowing that you were already active in nature and doing other things?
So two things, if I don't have a timeline set for me, I will spend 2 hours in the gym and I just don't have that amount of time. And then also you really focus on body parts, so if I were to do it myself, and this is why it would take 2 hours, I would go back to my TikTok or go back to the Instagram and watch the video over and over again until I felt comfortable with what they were doing, and then try to emulate that. And then that's a cycle for every single type of motion. So the fact that I don't have to think about it and I just do it, even though I'm got the ugly face and the sweat dripping down my face, it's amazing. And I know I can get a great workout, and I check my watch. I'm like, yep, sure did.
That's awesome. I think part of that folds into what a lot of women struggle with is like A, just showing up to the gym, but B, figuring out what to do and how long to do it. Is this the right form? And I think that's a big reason a lot of people come is and it's all within 40 minutes. And I will say, like, you work very hard every session. Like, you always push yourself, whether we're lifting, whether we're doing cardio, and it's really cool to watch. Like, why do you work out? Like, obviously everybody's got a spectrum of goals, but what are some of your goals for why you work out?
Absolutely. Great question. So it started a couple of years ago, right at the beginning of the pandemic. I have always wanted to work out. My parents are in the military. I've been in that phase of keeping fit and all of those things throughout my life. But I had kids, and those kids I supported in their journey with sports and everything. They absolutely did everything. But as a parent, I didn't leave. I wanted to watch them, and to do that, I can't be moving. So that was a choice, obviously. But now that they're out of the house, I get to do what I want to do. And also, I was listening to Jay Shetty, and one of his quotes that he actually got from somebody else resonated with me so deeply. And that was, I do not want to be the reason I die. Exactly. Like it's so deep. So I'm going to be as fit, as healthy, eat as well as I can, more wholesomely than I have in the past. And that's just it. I want to be the reason I live and live well.
Yes, I love that. I think, one of the things I say is I want to be able to age and retire like a rock star, as in, like, I want to literally be able to do whatever I want. I don't want my body to not serve me. I don't want to feel good mentally. I want physically to be able to do all the things. And it's true. I love that quote. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. And I think a lot of moms resonate with the whole, like, I've been there for my kids and I got them to this certain point. Now it's time for me. So this chapter is really kind of focused on you because your kids are grown. Obviously, like, this is a journey for you of independence. And I think that working out is something that builds, like, I don't know about you, but for me, it like builds day-to-day confidence. It helps me battle stress, like any of those realms tied in there as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mental health, number one, all the way around. And, it really keeps me physically active so that I could stay with the kids too. So they are so adventurous, like rock climbing and surfing and, hiking up, Stairway to Heaven on in Honolulu. It was amazing. Like every chance that I get, I say yes. Like, do you want to do? Yeah. Like you don't even finish the sentence. It's yes.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like I can
Yeah.
without hesitation.
I love that. So you're not missing out on those like really unique family moments. And I
Right.
think that's a big driver.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Experience is what it's all about, for me.
What goals do you have for yourself moving forward? Like you've already accomplished quite a bit. What's ahead of you?
Consistency. Consistency is where I struggle. And I get in there and I work and I say to myself, it's, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. I can do anything for under a minute, So that's why I push myself, because I can get through it. I know that, but I need to be consistent in it. And I like to run and I like to cycle. I love to row. So when it's time for rowing in the circuit, I'm like, yes.
I row all day.
Yeah. But it's consistency. I need to do something every day. And I check my heart rate to see if I'm putting in the work that I need to be putting in.
Yep.
And like today, you can be harder on yourself than you need to be. And of course, like today, I was like, I could have been better.
We're our own tough critics. But I think, it depends on how you're feeling with that day. And I'm always the coach that's like, be gentle with yourself, but also push yourself. And that's where it's trying to figure out this like safe, but challenged perspective. I mean, the fact that everybody shows up when they come for a class, the fact that you come is sign number one that you are here to live and live healthy. And knowing like consistency is a challenge for you, like you're full time at school, like you've got a lot going on in your social life. Like, what are your obstacles that you have going on in your life that kind of challenge you the most lately?
If you're like Kate and you know me well, it's sleep. If I don't have to sleep, I wouldn't. Like, I need to get in what the time I put into my work at school, the study time, learning new things. That's such a huge, hill to climb in itself. Yeah. And then I'm still a parent. I still have, those social activities and that I need to keep, maintain. Yeah. And then I have this for myself. So yeah, I will get up in the morning, even if I've had 3 hours of sleep. It's like, I need to do this. Yeah. And I know that's not healthy, but it'll get better.
It's a balance. You're very engaged in your life, and there's a balance for people who are very engaged, and there's a balance for people who are very disengaged. And yeah. I think that everybody's trying to find that sweet spot. But when we talk about like the real women of Feed Your Soul, like everybody's got obstacles, everybody's got things that they're working on. And this is a really great way to, I know there's somebody watching right now that also feels the same way about sleep. That's how I feel about food. Like I love food, but like if I never had to stop and bother to eat, I would just operate so much better than having to bother. And sometimes I feel that way about showering, but we all have our obstacles, but we're still working to show up. And it's nice to highlight like why we show up and what are the obstacles and what's it worth and how does that affect our life and our family. And really, you're doing all of that on a day-to-day basis, which is so impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate that acknowledgement and appreciation all around. Yeah.
Well, and I know you're signed up for, like, you did our Zumba triathlon back in June, and you're doing our jump rope workshop this Saturday.
Yes.
What type of workshop do you want Feed Your Soul to host in the future?
Okay.
I
dance around whenever I get a chance. In between 30 and 20 seconds. Absolutely. I would love a dance class, like someone who knows what they're doing, hip hop, get the 80s, 90s music out there. Like, oh my God, that would be amazing.
I will add it to the list, and it is for you guys. She literally does always dance, especially in circuits when we're rotating around the room. It's always
Yes.
a mini dance party. Well, Sherina, you're a bright, bright ray of sunshine here now, always in class, whether it's 6 a.m. or later on in the day. We appreciate all of your beautiful efforts. Keep working on the sleep. And
Thank you.
thank you for joining me for a client spotlight this morning.
Absolutely. You're so welcome.
All right, y'all. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you next week with another client spotlight. Bye.
Bye.